Hello, everybody, and welcome to Side B of Episode 5. I believe I called this episode, like, Meeting in the Alcove or something like that. I don't really remember. But yes, it's Side B, and again, I had to do this in two parts, Side A and Side B, because this was like a 7-hour long session, and I felt it was better to break it up into two parts. Sorry again that it took so long to get these out. I was in the hospital and I just haven't been doing good since. I'm trying to get back onto this channel and do more, but until then, I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you, and I love y'all, and y'all are a blessing to me, and y'all come back now, you hear? Yeah, you can have Yucca go first, but however, I'm going to say that Yucca right now is unsure about moving at all because he doesn't know who the heck that is.
Can I clarify the situation before I ask him to move out of the way?
Yeah, in fact, what I will allow you to do is I will allow you to roll a spot, but you will take a -2 to that spot because you are under duress from this dude to see if you notice the situation developing over here between these two. Because neither one of them are even worried about this drow. To them right now, they're like, the drow means nothing. They're going to kill that drow no matter what. They're worried about each other. Like, who are you? Who are you? And I just want to see if you notice it to even mitigate it. If you notice it, so 18. Okay, I was looking for a 15. That's good. So
I'm like, all right, move your ass. And I can see like Yucca's like tentative to move. Like the thing, not the black elf. The thing. It's fine. It's good.
yeah,
it's with one of us. It's fine. I think. Don't worry about it. Eat drow. Move out of the way. Eat drow. Move.
Yeah, because like this freaking thing is a part of is friends with you, and freaking and yeah, Ruckus is just like this thing. Who are you calling a thing? Freaking through 5-headed peace. And they're, and you're like yelling at him. You're like, eat, drow, and move. And the second you say that, he's just like, the snake tail looks at Ruckus for a minute and says, you just hear Yucca just say, I'm watching you. And he, yeah.
So I want him to move like right about here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna have him do his attacks real quick. Then I'll do it up.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah.
Eat, drow, and move, he says. Quit fighting with him. I said he's alright.
Nope, just don't make any sudden movements. Fine.
Yeah, you think about that situation, right? They're both they're both these monstrous creatures that get summoned by you guys, and then they've never met each other before, and they just happen to bump into one another. You're like, what the? It's kind of like how the Amalgam comics, when DC and Marvel combined comic book companies to create Amalgam comics. That's kind of the same way they told their story. 35. That's a hit. Don't forget your 3d6. For 13. 13 points of damage.
Oh, and he's supposed to get 2d4 as well for the attack.
Yeah,
right?
I noticed that too, yeah. Don't forget your 2d4.
I'm here, but my brain's slowly turning off.
It's all right. This has been kind of a weird session anyways, but we've had just all kinds of technical difficulties, and I've had all kinds of crap going on at the house. It just is what it is.
I'm just really tired. It's starting to wear. Yeah, that's right.
For 6. Ooh. That is actually a miss. Yep, 22 is actually a miss.
That's not.
Oh, man. Well, here comes the kill shot.
Oh, I'm forgetting to add some strength. Shit. Here, guys. I'm here. Here, guys. And so 30.
30?
That's times 2 on that.
Oh,
that's all attack.
That puts him at a -5. How does Yucca want to do it?
Just swats his head off. Just clawing at him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Yucca just to prove his point to Ruckus. He's just batting this dude around for a minute and then just takes his head clean off and just lets the blood spurt up in the air, almost like knocking, you know what I mean, like knocking the top off of a ketchup bottle that's got too much pressure in it. Just and he just eyes freaking Ruckus for a minute, like, you see that? He doesn't say that, but he points down at the dead body. You see that? I've been doing this for years. You want to fight me? Fight these tears.
Yeah, you know what?
I put in work, but it's all for the kids.
Thank you. I thought. I was like, oh man, is it gonna go unnoticed? Trying to work out how you can get to that dude.
No, I can get some. That is not right. I just wanted to do something else.
Oh.
It'll be fine.
Oh. Mr. Fancy.
Eat a box of dicks.
Is that your acid?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, fuck this shit.
I'm gonna say you say that too before you just shoot the torrent of acid that just flies out of you like a whoa!
Completely ignores the drought. He's just like, that thing's big and ugly, and it pissed me off.
Oh,
Ouchie.
yeah, that's what it says. It goes, ouchies. No. And it has no kind of, no, it's got nothing. It's got no kind of damage reduction or any kind of resistance or anything to mitigate that. That's just a straight.
It can do a reflex save, but the DC's 25.
Oh, it can do a reflex? Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that changes everything.
It's like got a negative 4 reflex. It's like, fuck, never mind.
For half the damage.
Yeah.
Half each. Okay, well, he's not very agile. So, what
That's why I chose that attack.
what is the DC for it?
25.
25?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he got 23. I was like, when you said 20 at first, I was like, 25! And then I saw that it was only 23. I was like, aww.
Aww.
Oh, I thought for sure I was going to be like, yes, yes. Suffer some more in this fight.
No, this will end.
Yeah, so you just hit him with a freaking straight-on blast of acid. You know, you call upon the gift Yucca granted you, because this was what Yucca gave you, ain't it?
Yep.
And you just shoot that, that acid, and it hits that horrible, just straight in his chest and begins to burn it away. It's like, ooh, all four of its mouths just cry out in unison for a minute there as it kind of backs up and stumbles and eats away so much of his chest that you can actually see part of the bones of his chest plate now sticking out of his his pectoral muscles. You know what I mean? Like, you actually burn away. He's got like worse than 3rd degree burns on him at this point. But he did take it. He did manage to survive it. He still got plenty of hit points to go. But now, now he sees you.
That's fine.
Yeah. That's fine.
He wanted to try to fucking blow up a bridge I was on. He got my attention. Okay, bitch. I'm gonna find the other motherfucker that tried to mind fuck me, and I'm gonna skull fuck him, but not with my mind. With a sword.
The Drow's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, they should have been moving towards these guys, but I'm stupid. I messed that up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. These Drow see the nasty cloud, and he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He doesn't have a shot at anybody. It's gonna go 5, 10, and he's got a shot at you, Zoltan. He's gonna take a shot. This one's gonna try and hit you, Quill. And that's what we're gonna do. Quill, your AC is what?
27.
It's what?
27.
27?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, huh. Okay, so he just hit you. And Zoltan, your AC, which I can just look up because you can't, is 21. Okay, so he shoots you and hits you. That's right, because you're wearing the different armor.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to see if this does anything to you, because it really just might not do a dang old thing, if I'm being honest. Right? It just might not. What is your damage reduction? It's 23 right now, isn't it? Yeah. So he tries to hit you again, and he swipes down and like cuts you across your back, and it just and sparks off of the brimstone armor, and just, you know, it looks like flint hitting steel, but it does not penetrate. Like, I would say you're not even hardly aware of it. You know what I mean? Like, that meant nothing to you. But Zoltan's under concealment, so what kind of concealment did you say? Partial?
Yeah, so like quarter concealment or some shit.
Okay. All right. Well, he hit you.
Well, I guess that means like 25%.
Yeah, he just rolled a 64%, so he shoots through and nails Zoltan, doing 11 points of damage. I rolled the damage first because I wanted to see, and then I remembered, well, he's got concealment, so technically it may not even matter. So Zoltan, that puts you at 83 points of damage, sir. He just lets loose with an arrow and hits you. Agaragus, it is your turn.
Can I see Zoltan from where I'm at?
You sure can. He is directly behind you. He's right there.
Well, okie dokie.
Okie dokie, Smokey. Oh yeah, because now your protection off of you quill. Whoom. You watch as the shield manifestation returns.
I then send it to Zoltan.
Ooh. Nice.
Bam.
What does that normally do? How much defense does that normally give? Because it's not gonna be no. Do what? I'm sorry.
Oh, it says plus 10 DR.
Okay. So Zoltan, you have 10 damage reduction right now. Which means had you had that just now, when you took that 11, you'd only taken 1 point of damage from that arrow. So that's just something to keep in mind, I guess. You can actually tank some damage now. Nice, Agaragus. Wow.
He's just chilling from there.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna hold on right here. This is my home. On this dude's back. Not moving. He's gonna play the guitar. I'm gonna throw out buffs. This is what we're gonna do. It's done. It's done. Wicked. You're just.
I did it all for the nookie.
Is it fair to say? Is it fair to say that you're just over there buffing? Yeah. This here's a spell for all you fellas trying to do and survive this hellacious dungeon we're in. You know, taking it for a spin. I got nothing left. I tried. I tried today. I really did. Android, it's your turn. I'm just gonna crawl into my hole. Please do.
Android's just gonna keep buffing.
Buff, dude.
Buff, 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 buff. Buff, 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 buff.
One more time for people back.
Zoltan, you're on again.
You just said now.
You know, you can perform other actions too. You just have to roll a concentration if you like stop for any brief time to do something else. You know what I mean?
No, I know that.
Okay.
I just am fine. I just feel comfortable with the situation. Is all that is. That's all that amounts to. If I feel like I need to move around and adjust accordingly, I do. But I feel like we're kind of like holding it down like 300.
Right. Wave after wave of Persian army. Smash against Spartan shield. Alright, Zoltan, it is your turn.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
My bad. I muted myself.
The day that Zoltan died, we were singing.
Where's the gas at now?
Actually, I'll tell you what. Let me roll and I will tell you. Ooh. So, how many feet does that gas cloud move again, Dragons?
10 foot around.
10 foot around. So it goes 5, 10. And actually, really F's that guy. He's got to roll a reflex save, reflex save, reflex save. He's got to roll a reflex save or be blinded for life.
Shit.
Oh, man. He's gonna
Blinded for life.
He's gonna have a hard time of it too. What is it? He's got to get like a 17, right?
It's higher.
Huh?
It's higher than that on that.
Oh, what was it for the cloud?
That was the second. What? This is next one.
24? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, it don't matter. He's blind. There's nothing he can roll to save himself. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. The way I had this guy written up, because they're just kind of peons, his reflex at best is a 5.
Is the fourth level supposed to be 19?
Oh, 19? Oh, I thought you said 20. Oh,
No.
I just gave away everything.
That was a fourth level spell, right? Or was it a fifth? Oh, like arteries.
Well, he rolled an 8. He's blind. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what your reflex is when you roll that low.
He can't see. He's freaking blind for life. F him. Marked by that bloody eye symbol that I have right there on his token now. F that drip. Okay.
The last sight of his right eye.
And what is the damage on that?
What?
What damage does that do? You gotta roll his damage.
It's 1d6 every subsequent round that's in it. Or no, that was the first time he just got initially hit by, right?
He's getting buffed by Android. He threw the cloud, so he's gonna have 3d6 with whatever damage.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, for 20 points of damage too. So
Commanding.
I like to think that 20 points of damage just went straight to the dome, like straight to his eyes, like nothing else on him. Just you just watch as his eyes melt out of their sockets and just drool down his face, down his like dark elven skin. Just
Yes, keep talking dirty spaghetti.
It's like, you know, like that scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark when you watch that, you know, that socialist just melt when they open up the Ark. He's like, and he just, yeah, that same thing. It just melts down his face. He's like, he just hates life now. Like, you just straight up blinded that fool solid.
Good.
Yeah, and it's still your turn.
I was gonna ask, my Stormstone.
Yes.
Can you look at that real quick?
Stormstone, yeah, I'll look it up. Stormstone does, let's see. Okay, it just works like a Thunderstone, only it does 3 effects instead of 1.
Yeah, but I gotta roll a ranged attack for that, right?
Yeah, you basically roll a ranged. Depending on where you want it to land, I have you roll a D100 to see, you know, it gets harder to land it where you want it to, the further away it goes. Okay.
Alright.
And you can only, like, how many feet can you walk? Like 40 feet?
30.
30? So, yeah, you can do double your movement. So, you could land it somewhere up in here. You know what I mean? Or you can try and, like, lob it, you know, and then you're gonna have to roll a D100 just to see if you managed it. You know what I mean? But if you're just full on throwing it, you can throw it twice your movement range, which would be somewhere up in here. But if you choose to just lob it, you know, woo, I'll have you roll a D100 to see if that, you know what I mean, where that connects. Because you might lob it clean over their heads and it lands over here somewhere.
Yeah.
On the other side of them.
Alright, can I move 30 feet forward?
Sure. I'll move you 30 feet forward. You just want to go directly forward, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How far away is that throw now?
Oh, shoot. You probably got him dead on. Yeah. You could literally take that thing and baseball throw it right into that trow's face.
I wanna throw it in his... I wanna throw it at him.
Okay.
I want him out of my way. I want to face this lifted face on.
Alright. Now, because you don't have the feet throw anything to turn it into an actual weapon, all it's going to do is subdual damage in the first place. But you can throw, you know what I'm saying? I would actually suggest, because you got to actually have it clack, I would suggest just throwing it right here and just landing it at his feet so it hits the ground and boom, bursts. Right?
Oh, alright. Oh yeah, because it has to crack in order for it to work, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Is that a wall that they're beside, actually?
That's the ledge of the, like, think of, like, the railing of the, you know what I'm saying? That's railing, and then that's the wall. That's the back wall.
Alright, how far away is that thing underneath that lantern from me?
This lantern?
Yeah, that from that character.
That is going to be pretty far. 75,
Dang.
at least 75.
Alright, I'll throw it at his foot. Or at it, up there, beneath him.
I need to see. I should have wrote the actual range of the Thunderstone on the dang thing, but I didn't. Because I thought I was going to be clever. And I need to learn that I'm not. Range of 20 feet. Okay, so it's a 20-foot radius. Oh, no, it's a 10-foot radius. Okay.
And when it's gonna be blind.
Yeah, so you're going to hit that right... Where are you going to hit it?
Right in front of him.
Right at his feet? Alright, so
Yeah.
it's only a 10-foot radius of where that Thunderstone clacks, actually.
And I missed.
Yeah. Oh. But, I mean, you don't have to roll anything for that. You just kind of get it. Right? So, well, what the crap? Copy. Well, yeah, that doesn't even need to be there. Alright, so you throw the stone, and he's got to roll an increment of 3 DCs. Work fort and reflex, huh? Ugh. Yeah. No matter what he does, he can't pass any of it. So he, let's see, 15-foot radius. Oh, anybody within a 15-foot radius. Okay, because I wrote those special rules. So that's, from him, that's, well, from there it's 5, 10, 15. That just misses the Lithid. 25 hits him. And 5 foot. So, okay, so the Illithid gets hit with blinding if he can't pass that. Okay. Okay. So, what's that? Is that fortitude? Okay, and the DC for that is 30. Oh, shoot. So, 4 rounds, the Illithid is blind.
I told you he would be blind. Now he can't do nothing. He's impervious.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe that. This blinds this dude, though. He gets blind for... one round. He's blind for 1 round. He can't pass none of them, so it doesn't. It's to him. He's deaf for 1d6 rounds. So for 1 round, he's deaf also. And he took 2d8 plus 5 fire damage. Well, 2d8 plus 3d6 plus 5. 21 points of damage off of him. Alright, so he's blind, deaf, and dumb right now. You really rocked that dude's world right there. You just throw the Thunderstone. So when you throw that, it lands, and when it pops, it's not, or the Storm Stone, it's not like a Thunderstone that when it hits, it can be picked back up and kind of cleaned off and it'll recharge itself. And these Storm Stones, when they hit, they explode and become this like devastating torrent of things. So it boom, when it flashes real bright, and then just kind of explodes in a torrent of fire. And that drow just he's the Illithid, however, he just kind of and it blinds him for a minute. It's almost like he just took flash burn from a like an arc welder. He's just like, and everybody hears him in their minds for a minute. He's like, and yeah. Zoltan, you still have Ruckus.
Alright, Ruckus is gonna move to the one behind, the drow behind Yukhnevi.
Okay.
And he's gonna go at him.
Oh yeah, Yukhnevi can't roll for that either. Dang it, man! Oh, you're getting his stuff.
No.
Just, yes, you are.
Oh, no.
You stop.
I refuse. I'm fine. I refuse your authority.
You stop it. You stop it now. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay, let's resolve that real fast. Damage off of that. Because he just got a critical. So that is. That's 17 times what? Times 2. Anybody know that off the top of their head?
44. Should be at least. 34 or 44?
34. That's
I knew it had a 4 in it.
That's 34 damage off of him. Might as well resolve the previous damage too, just because. Yeah. What is it? Jeez, dude, come on. Oh, okay. No, that's not right. That is not right at all. Do not get excited.
Start getting excited, motherfucker.
Maybe if the freaking... Dude, okay, Phil, 17. So you did 17 points of damage off of him that time. Okay, now we'll finish rolling up the damage. I'm messing up is because I'm used to writing TR instead of R, so I'm just going with it again.
I thought the 42 was one. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
No.
Man's rolling big.
Bite misses, and we're gonna go with okay. That hits, so that is going to be 2d8 plus 3d6. 27. Okay. So Ruckus comes over and just begins slapping this dude around with his tentacles and just mauling him. He tries to bite him and he misses that one attack, but that one claw, that initial claw strike, I mean, just gets in that dude's chest, the meaty part of his chest, and just tears a chunk of it off of him. This dude is like now bleeding. He's bleeding bad. He doesn't quite know what to do with himself now. And it is the Mind Flayer's turn.
Yeah, blind motherfucker.
So he begins. And, like you hear him just, everybody can hear him call out. He says, "Where? Where?" And then suddenly you hear a voice that doesn't sound familiar. Like nobody's heard this voice before, nobody, but everybody can hear it say, "Up and to the left," and pinpoint Zoltan's position perfectly. And he says, "There?" And it says, "Yes, get him." And he says, "All right." And Zoltan must roll.
Another 45.
Do the hustle.
Nice.
Huh. Zoltan, I'm going to need you to roll another fortitude save. Let me see exactly what my DC is going to be for that special guy. That special guy. It's so special. What was that thing? Okay. Go for it. Oh, so you just survived that. Okay, so it does. You aren't stunned. However, it does do. Come on. What are you talking about? Error in formula? My butthole. Alright. It does do 12 points of damage off of you. In your mind. You feel this, like, thing just slap you again in your mind. Only, it's... avidly trying to stun you some more.
You said 12 points?
12 points of damage, yes. Right now, your life, your health is at 71.
Did you count the damage reduction, though?
It's mental, not
Oh,
physical.
that's no bueno.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that? It's beautiful, right? Wait, hold on. Shouldn't that have... Where'd it go? Oh. Oh. Okay. But it does knock you back. 5 feet. Just throws you backwards. Yeah. Doesn't stun you, but it pushes you back and does that damage to you. Yeah. Just trying to get you further away from him. Just pushes you back 5 feet. Just stay away from me. Orphan's turn. It's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. Jesus, man, this thing is so far away from everything. He's not getting anywhere. Do I really don't have anything I can do from a distance anymore, huh? I mean, not if I'm playing fair. 5:30. Okay. Well. He'll make it worth it once he gets there, I guess. Yukhnevi, it is your turn.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah.
It ain't so.
You're watching as this big old blue lumbering, like, mutated centaur looking thing is just walking up to you with this hole in his chest, you know? He wants you so bad. He's not even thinking about Yucca or Ruckus. He's not even paying attention to the other two monsters that are there. Do what now? What are you doing? Knick-knack, paddywhack.
You fools about to have a little bit of picket fun.
Give a dog a bone.
This is something you can't steal from him. He activates his Blaze Aura,
Oh.
activating his special, which is Blaze Wind, consequently activating the other effect, which is Blaze Torrent. And I drop it on him. On him.
Okay, so that Blaze Aura, how big is that? That's 30 feet, right?
You say it has to be at least 30 feet away.
No, for his aura, for the Blaze Aura. Oh, or does it kill the aura the second you use Torrent?
Yeah, the second. Well, like the Blaze Aura, I have to pick one of the effects, but the special Blaze Wind is.
And you're dropping it on him?
Yeah. So he must be at least 30 feet away, and he must make a reflex save of 30, or be swept up for 1d4 rounds. Okay, he's going to be flopping in there like a dumbass.
Hmm. I see.
Just one round.
It's there though. I mean, it's something.
Doing 1d20 damage.
1d20 damage. Oh my gosh. How wide is that torrent? Does it say?
I'm looking. No, it doesn't.
Oh, because it's just an attack for 1 round.
Well, for how many rounds? But it's basically just like a mini cyclone.
Mm-hmm.
Specific.
Yeah, I'm just putting it. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do with it.
So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make this giant freaking flaming fireball and just throw it on his token and say, "Boom, eat that."
So you can make a reflex save and not get tossed around for 1 round. Because I'm assuming that means that they're gonna be sprayed out on the ground somewhere once it's done with him. If he doesn't make the reflex save,
Yeah.
Reflex negates, but good luck. You made the DC, I did.
Yeah, what is that reflex?
30.
30? Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, he don't... Oh, wait, no, that's not true. That's not true. I was thinking it was the Chingos. It's not. And he still fails. Okay, well, there it goes. It does the damage. For 27 points of damage off.
Did we ever clarify if the Blaze Aura is like a full action?
I thought I did.
I can't remember. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, well, the way it's written on here too is so like it went wild for some weird reason while I was writing these, and I don't know why it did. Blaze one will jet. Reacts to quick sound. Overrun a pure fire, anyone that hits this.
It doesn't say that whether or not like the special. That's what I was making asking.
It must be at least 30 feet away. For 1d4 rounds. Okay, so 1d4 rounds. Roll 1d4 round. That's what it is. That's how long that's gonna last.
No, what I was asking, yeah, I already did. It's the one round. But what I was asking, is that considered like my attack or what?
Yeah, that's an attack.
Okay.
To activate the Blaze Aura is just a free action, right? But if you use the aura to actually attack with, that's an attack.
Okay.
Is how that works, yeah.
So then Yucca's gonna move over here and just fight this route.
Okay. And he's just gonna be bumped around, and then it'll do like what, 1d4 damage plus 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, so next round he's gonna get wrecked one more time by it. Or on his turn, I guess, is what. Well, yeah, it'll be his turn. He'll get wrecked for it one more time before he gets thrown from it. Or before it just goes away, because that's how many rounds it does it for. Gotcha. So yeah, Yeka's attacking that dude now.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a hit. That is correct. No, that's stupid. Why would you do that? Next one, that is a miss. 21 is a miss.
Son of a bitch.
I acute these misses on Yucca's part to him being really rusty in a fight. Like this entire time he's been fighting, he's been acting like, oh, he's still got it, you know what I mean? But he's kind of breathing a little heavy. You notice his belly's a little fat. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a little behind. 30's a hit though. $27's a hit. Another 18. Yeah, so he's just mobbing on this dude, but he's a little... he's a little tired. He's breathing a little heavy. He's like, oh, man. It's not like, yeah, I remember just a while ago when I was fighting the giants in... and he just starts telling, you know, one of his little stories.
At one time at bed camp looking ass?
Mm-hmm. Like the giants of Melbourne. You're like, what is Melbourne? Did he just make that up?
What is a Melbourne?
Yeah. These two, drow look at the situation that's going on up there, and they're like, on second thought. And they go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one goes 5, 10, 15, 20. Hops down 25, 30. They're like, maybe not. And they begin to scurry away. This one's going to attack Ruckus. This one's going to go 5, 10. He's going to try and attack you, Quill. This one cannot see. So he's going to start feeling around, trying to get away. This one cannot see or hear, so he's freaking out as well. They're pretty much useless for a round. Well, this one is. This one, he's pretty much screwed for life. In fact, once he realizes, I'm just going to be honest, once he realizes that he's never going to see again, he just pulls out his sword and lays down on it. Just, blah. No, I'm just kidding. He don't do that. But he does begin to like try and find his way out. He like pulls off some cloth and wraps it around his head, and he starts trying to figure how to get out of here. For him, I'm going to roll something. Alright, so he makes it to the stairs safely. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It was a 50-50 shot if he made it to the stairway or if he accidentally fell off the rails and just slapped the ground real hard at 25 feet up in the air. That one's not going to do anything.
Ouchie.
Yeah. Ouchies! That's what he would have said too. He'd have been like, ow!
Whiskey! Whiskey!
Suck it!
Wow.
Suck it!
I go to church every damn Sunday. You're gonna bring the demons out of me?
Let's see. What is Yekka's? Oh, he got Yekka. This one got you, Quill. Ah, they all got hits. Nice. I am quite pleased with that. These drow down here are holding it down. Sort of. Alright, so that's 12 points of damage off of Yucca, or off of Ruckus. Quill, what is your damage reduction at now? 13?
13, yeah.
Oh man, he just rolled 13 too. That's it. That's his damage. He rolled exactly the damage reduction. Does nothing to you still. He's like desperately trying to cut you, and like he looks dejected at this point. Like he's looking rather sad. This one hits Yucca for 8 points of damage. So there's that off of Yucca. He like stabs Yucca like right in the foot. Yucca's like, ow! Ow! Ruckus is just down there getting slapped for like 12 points of damage, and he's just getting more and more pissed. Yeah, Quill, you still haven't even taken notice to this drought. He's just like cutting at
me, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's just like cutting at you, and you're just like, no, I got no time for you. Garrigus, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to cast my shield on Android now.
Okay,
Figured I'd get everybody.
fair enough. Fair enough. It's actually really interesting that you would. Well, it's interesting that she would choose to do that. I'm not. Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
I mean, it just is. For reasons. You know, reasons. Yeah, you're casting that shield on him. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That gives him 10 damage reduction. Doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And is that all you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. Android, I need you to roll me a spot check.
Okie dokie.
Oh, nice. So, Android, you're just jamming out, right? And you've been watching as Agaricus has been putting shields on people, and then all of a sudden it just throws one on you, and boom, covers you. And that is an interesting time, because you just happen to look down by your foot and see what looks like the top of a cane.
A cane?
A cane. Yeah, it looks like the top of like what you would see on like a cane, like maybe like a staff or something.
Like ornamental?
Like a crystal, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a crystal, and it actually, it's got legs. It's just this crystal that looks like an ornamental thing that would go like on the top of a cane or a staff, and it comes crawling up to you. And it's almost like the second you notice, it's like right at your foot, and the second you notice it, it's almost like it notices you like a spider and just stops. And you don't know why, but you feel like it's staring at you. And slowly you watch as it opens up, and a smaller crystal comes hopping out, like, only it doesn't have
like
legs.
that.
It like floats up and is spinning. It's like gyrating almost, just. And it says, and you hear it saying in your mind, it says, if you stop this now, you and your friends will get to live. Make no doubt about this, that my master has got way more tricks up his sleeve than you can even imagine. And no matter what you do today, you're not going to get him. Now, this is kind of a crappy deal. But I am going to roll
You're gonna blow me up.
I am going to roll a diplomacy. And what you need to do is you can roll a sense motive. And if you
Okay.
get a good enough sense motive against my diplomacy, you'll get to dictate the terms of how this conversation's about to go. Fair enough?
I guess.
You're like, I guess. Alright, so something about his words seem to ring true. They're almost intimidating, but he's not trying to intimidate you. He actually seems like he's being friendly, oddly enough. And he says, well, do we have a deal? You actually won, so you get to determine on whether or not. See, if you had lost, I was going to be like, no, you're going to, you know what I mean? You almost feel like you should stop, or at least start getting everybody out of here, figuring out, you know what I mean? But you actually won this, just barely,
Yeah.
by a hair.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not necessarily gonna be like, you don't fucking tell me what to do. Android's just gonna be like, what do you want from us? Like, what is the deal? What's going on? You know?
Says my, my benefactor. He,
Android, like, can't help but scoff a little bit. You know, it's almost like a subconscious reaction
to the word
when he
benefactor.
says the word benefactor.
It's like,
You know?
like, show me the scoff. Like, tell me the, like, just make the noise for me real quick. So he's
like-
my benefactor.
He says, my benefactor, and Android goes,
Yeah, he's like, my benefactor. And then he stops when you say that, and he's like, you hear him clear a throat that he clearly doesn't have. You see, a guy like me. No, he goes, my benefactor.
I want to kill the Batman.
Yeah, my benefactor. No, it's fine. That's exactly what I was doing. I'm glad you picked up on it. Anyways, he's like, my benefactor, he's a man of reason. You've clearly pissed him off. You showed up early to our meet.
Clearly what? You didn't cut out, it was just a little
Oh,
quiet.
you-
What did you
Oh,
say?
my bad. He says, you have clearly pissed him off today. But he's a reasonable man. You showed up early to the meet. Somehow you got the hostage, but you don't have the gear. And something tells me you don't want to leave without both.
Keen.
It says, so, my boss is willing to cut you the deal right now. You give him, 30,000 gold, and he will release the equipment to you. He's-
30,000 gold.
He's no fool, you see. He knows that that is all unique items.
Android's gonna be like, okay. Since you are speaking business with me, if you'll call off the attackers, I'll call off my attackers, and if you'll allow me a moment to speak with you, Quill, perhaps we can come to some kind of arrangement here.
It says, fair enough. And you watch as it goes and like hovers in front of your face, and for a minute there it glows. And you watch as every single one, like everybody, all of these guys anyways, right? In good faith, none of you experience anything. But everyone that is visible right now, you can see that is attacking you. They all just stop what they're doing and like stand up straight and just look like mannequins almost. Just he says, there, we've called off our forces. Now, go speak with yours.
Okay, Android kinda looks over to Zoltan and he's like, hey, stand down for a minute. You know, I'm sure he's noticed the change. And then he kinda backs off away from the crystal, you know, just a little out of earshot, and starts speaking into the ring to you, Quill, you know. And he explains the situation. He's like, they want 30,000 gold, which to me isn't necessary. I mean, considering we went to and we got the claw, I actually strangely have that on me. But that is the reward money from that. If you'll put your good faith in me, I'll see to it that you get that gold back when we return to Sebastian.
You're actually not to kill them and pay them for what this time?
Well, I agree with you, and I am incredulous about the situation in the first place as well, but there is a case to be made that, I mean, we did watch several people's heads just blow up, and to me that feels like we're kind of getting the easy mode of this. He's kind of like, you know, thinking.
In a rare moment of youthful pride, he scoffs at the notion.
Yeah, I don't like it either. But, I mean, if you want to try our luck, if you're confident in it, I trust you. But that's why I'm running this by you first, to see what you think.
All the fighting stopped, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're all standing around like zombies right now. They're like not moving at all.
So we're sitting here in this conversation, and there's a creature just to our side on fire.
Yeah, like it's
Deposing like in Gary's mod.
wait, no, like what's so funny about it too is like he's in zombie mode too, so you're just watching this like lumbering hulk of a like mutated centaur looking thing, looking like a zombie just in a whirlwind of
Looking like
fire,
a
just
Holac
bouncing around. Yeah, just not reacting to any of it now, just slowly dying. Actually, you know what? Why don't we take a quick break if you all want to keep going? I know it's 12:16, but we can take a quick break. I can put my kid to bed, and yeah.
Cool,
Why
I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
is everybody else still good, or y'all feeling?
I mean, I'm exhausted, but I haven't ate since like 4 o'clock. So if you let me get 10 minutes to go get some food, I'm
That's
good.
fine. Yeah, I can do
Yeah.
that. All right.
All right.
We'll continue this in a minute.
All right.
What?
So what are
So,
y'all gonna
I mean,
do? Yeah, what are
you
y'all
know-
gonna do about this? Yeah, what are y'all
You
gonna do
know,
about
you know
this?
how Android feels about it. He's Big Daddy Moneybucks. If Uquill's fine with it, Android will just reimburse him.
Zoltan's very aggravated at the illicit. He wants to pour down the elemental essence down its throat.
Well, it's what do y'all decide?
So why is it that we want to pay him again?
Because he'll pop our heads otherwise.
At least that's the
With the brain blast.
that's the indication
Just
he's
meta
giving you.
talk.
Yeah, that's the indication he's giving you, anyways. I mean, he's just saying, offhand, the crystal hasn't said anything about popping your head. It's just saying, that the fight could continue, or y'all could just pay him and we can end it now. It's up to you. But, but, with that said, it's up to you. All the crystal said is that my benefactor still has more tricks up his sleeve. Like, if you think this is the extent of what he's got in store for you, keep testing him, basically. Or, we can all just walk away now with our dignity, and you can pay him 30,000 gold, and yeah, it's up to you.
Now Yuko's not a stupid man, but they walk like a duck, act like a duck, and swim like a duck. It's probably a duck. That being said, I don't recall wanting to stop the fight. I was just getting started. Why would I pay him to stop something that I'm having fun with? I feel reinvigorated. Just a question.
Are you saying that into the ring at Android?
Yeah.
Because the crystal can't.
Okay.
The crystal can't necessarily hear you.
So, Android walks back over and kind of relays this to him. And he's like, my guy. I hate to be this kind of guy, but my guy, he's just really unsatisfied. You must understand. He's had everything that he has ever known taken from him. He was stark staring naked.
Well,
What can we work out here?
he the crystal kind of hums for a minute. He says, "Well, let me talk to you. Let me have my benefactor speak to you directly." And then you just kind of hear is this thing on? No, I'm just kidding. That doesn't happen. But you suddenly hear.
Hello? Can you hear me?
You suddenly hear the voice
What?
of the one that you've heard this voice at least once in your head, at least once. But now you hear his voice, and he sounds, again, he's more dignified sounding than your typical illithid. And he says to you, "So, my crystal tells me that your friend has his feelings hurt over the fact that he had to walk around nude for a little while, and while he was busy indulging with the riffraff of this city has to offer, he was taken unawares. And now he's also a little hurt by the fact that maybe I embarrassed him at the start of this altercation when he thought he was going to scare everyone with his brutish behavior, and I used it against him. So, I guess what I'm asking is what kind of reparations do I give to a bruised ego? What could I do, friend, that would help make your friend not feel so beneath me at this point? The way I look at it is the only person who's going to be able to talk sense into the senseless is the one who acts like the conscience of their group. And I assumed that was you, henceforth why I sent my crystal to you. Maybe I'm talking to the wrong person. Maybe I had the one kidnapped already. Maybe I should be talking to the little Myconid on your back. I don't know. You tell me. What can I do?
Can you hear this or no?
And
No,
I guess
Quill can't
Android-
hear this. Quill can't hear this.
Android says, "A moment, if you will." And he kind of steps back and relays this to you, Quill. And he says, after that, he says, "Now be honest. Is it the price tag, or is it ego?" Or some combination of the two.
They call it legal if you will, but I will not pay for what is mine. If a thief steals it from me, I should not have to pay for it back. I'm coming for my own. In a lawless place, I will take the law into my own hand.
Android nods, and he says, "Fair enough." And he returns.
If I go walking down a stream and decide to bathe, is it my ego that compels me to want my clothes back when a ruffian runs off with them? No. It is my shit!
Android simply smiles and he says, "You know, I completely agree with you."
He yells that so hard into the ring that even the crystal hears it echo up from beyond the balcony.
It's like, and it like screeches. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Yep.
I think, like, just for like reiteration of the point, Yukwill's not exactly like a dumb brute,
No, he's not.
but due to a lot of the things that's happened to him, you don't touch his shit.
Fair enough.
That's part of who he is and like who he's become. Those are his possessions. If it's something that he carries and has a connection to, you don't take that. He just, it's, I guess you could say it's ego, but Paul knows of what I speak and why I speak of it.
As your DM, I know Yuquill is Yuquill. I know that Yuquill isn't necessarily what he's not the sum of his parts. He's not what he he's not what he presents himself as. You know, he does that because it's easier in life to make everybody think that he's just that way. So he's not called upon to make the more, I don't know, life-defining decisions for the party. I get that. As your DM, I know what Yuquill's shtick is. Yes, I know that.
Yeah, he's just like Guts, for real.
But speaking for, my character, I guess, speaking for, Carabas Aharak.
The Illithid.
Yes. As far as Carabas is concerned, maybe Carabas,
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, maybe he realizes that you're not, as dumb as you pretend to be. Maybe he doesn't, you gotta ask yourself, has this dude presented himself as a fool so far, So you take that into consideration, but I get where Yuquill is coming from. As your DM, I get it. So don't misunderstand my position while I'm playing this game. I'm not actually...
No. It was more of like, just like, I know, like, well, Zoltan's been around long enough to kind of know how Yuquill is.
And Agaragus is learning, yeah. I just
Agaragus learning about.
Yeah.
One of his worst traits is that if you take something from him, that's like one of the biggest slights against his shit is his shit. He's worse than a hoarder. Kill for it.
Yes.
So no, he refuses to pay for his own stuff.
So, Android, because he heard, Uquil screech from the balcony and everything, from down underneath, as he returned to him to deliver the message, Carabas, he's just like, I take it negotiations aren't going so well.
Android says, well, to be fair, what's his is his, sir. And, though I may be the mouthpiece of the situation, though it may be against my pride to admit so, I myself cannot stop Uquil. And in addition to that, I don't feel as though, from my personal moral compass, that he is wrong for feeling so incredulous about this situation. He says you're essentially holding his equipment for ransom, and I know that this is one of those things where business is business, but at the same time, we're not known to negotiate with terrorists.
Amen.
Says what? Says, that is just the way of Drow City. But, I understand completely. You all want to carry on with this mindless, senseless, violence. I will gladly, hearken to your request.
Android just says, another moment. And he kind of gets in there and he's like, so, Uquil, do we pay the ransom? Maybe try to negotiate a reduced price, or do we burn it down? I'll leave it up to you.
You know what? No, I'm not looking at anything. The fact that I have nothing right now, we burn it to the ground. I don't even have my axe to throw at anybody. Somebody's gotta die!
He hears that get yelled up from the freaking deal as well. And even at that distance, Android, you just hear Carabas sigh through the crystal. He's like,
Android smiles and he returns to the crystal and he's like, well, somebody's gotta die.
He says, he goes, if it makes any difference to you, I do, however, understand where he's coming from. It would...
Android nods and he says, as do I. That's why I don't stop him.
Because it would irk me. It would most definitely irk me too if somebody took what I own. That's why I never put myself in such asinine situations that allows someone like myself to take the upper hand on them. It might be something that, should your friends survive this day, which there's no guarantee for any of you, but after this, I want you to know that you have my utmost respect for holding to your principles. I am fascinated by you and your group, you outsiders from wherever it is you come. With that said, you might want to instill that thought into your friend's head in the future, should any of you survive this. That maybe, just maybe, he'd be better off with a little bit of restraint. Because if any of you don't make it out of this, their blood is on his hands. So, and with that said, well, I guess there's nothing else left, is there?
At the comment of you know, talking about you, Quill, Android just kind of chuckles. You know, he's like, yeah, I completely get it. And he says, and you know, retribution will prevail. He says, may the best man win. And as far as I see it, we're the only men here.
Says, well, granted,
Well, I love Android.
enjoy, if you get done in here, should you be done in here, just hang a left around the stairs here at the balcony. You will see the tunnel that'll take you down to the brewery. Down in the brewery, I have a special nook where you will find his armor, should you make it that far. I myself am not going to hang around to see how the rest of this plays itself out. There's no need, I suppose. If I may, ask one other thing of you, though. Android, go ahead and roll a fortitude.
Oh, what a dick.
Let me see something here. I'll tell you what your, okay, yeah, go for it.
Do you need to know my thing?
Well, no, I'm actually looking at what his,
I'm looking at your character sheet.
No,
You're-
I'm actually looking at what his, what do you call it?
DC.
DC is, yeah, right now.
Okay. We got this, you Quill.
We got this.
We got this. That's okay.
Yeah.
No. No,
so-
that sucks. I rolled like a 3.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2. Shit.
Yeah, so he reaches out.
Android's dead. I'm sorry, you Quill.
You feel, actually, all you feel is like, as you're staring at that crystal, he says, if I may impart one other thing to you. And it's like a metaphysical set of hands reach out of the crystal, like almost like invisible to everyone but you. And it's weird because you don't actually see them in the flesh. What you see is like I said, they're metaphysical. You see them in your mind's eye more than you do anything
Android
else.
shrieks.
And they wrap themselves around your brain, and they learn and that learns everything. Like, you try to stop it, and you feel its thumbs just press and squeeze like it's juicing you.
Like against his eyes.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
shit.
it's juicing
Android
your brain,
shrieks.
and it learns everything. Everything, the reason you're here, everything up until now. Like, you can hear it playing off in your head. You're like running through a swamp all of a sudden again, and you smack dab right into this ranger who's got a bad attitude, and then you two accidentally bump into this bald guy clad in armor, and then you guys fall, and the bald guy lands on you and knocks you out. And when you awake, he's standing and looking up at this hole, and he's just like,
oh no, Tyrone couldn't tie the rope.
He really ran away, didn't he? And it's just
bitch.
I mean, it's running through, like, you know, you see the moment that Corlon Larethian sacrificed himself and fell to his death at the hands of the stranger. And you're now standing at the gateway of Eden with Mindoc standing there saying, you can defeat Thurisdan. You should join him or he will kill you. So sorry about this, you know?
And Android's like, get bent, bitch.
But what happens? But what actually happens? I'm gonna need you to roll a sanity check.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And I will tell you what happens. What is your sanity? Well, what do you need
Let
to
me double
roll
check
to,
real quick.
What do you need to roll to survive this?
Let me double check. 5 sanity out of 47 max.
40,
No dude's going down the right lane.
a 47 max? Okay, so...
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like I said, you can remember tearing your clothes at when Timothy's soul was ripped from his body, you know. You remember all of it.
Yes.
And then you get to the point where you're falling down in the portal after using the deck of many things, and your Ion Stone becomes a shield to defend you, and you're falling down in that portal. Go ahead and roll a D100 and see if you get
No,
a 47
fuck you.
or a lower. Oh man. So you fall and you remember it all now. The thing that Corlon Larethian shielded you from. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this with you. Okay?
Ouchie.
You remember it. Now, part of you is even, you could say, is even kind of pissed off because Corlon Larethian had the audacity to hide this from you. Maybe with good reason, maybe not. But either way, now, to have this come back to you at this moment, that's rather difficult. Because where you are now is you are in a place far, far beneath the shell of reality as you know it. The material plane does not exist. As far as you are concerned, where you find yourself is you are chained to a table made of ice that is so cold it burns. It burns your back and it peels at your skin. It's so cold that your skin is actually sticking to it. And every time you shift from the pain, it just tears and rends more flesh from your back. And it is tearing at your neck and pulling your hair out. But that's not the worst of it. The worst of it is the fact that it never stops snowing here. It's always like a flurry, a blizzard, but not so deep and dense that you can't see it. And oh no, it wants you to see what you can as you stare off into this vast sky of snow and storm. You are surrounded by ice-capped mountains that constantly tumble and reform itself and tear at your flesh, and the snow, the flurry, it pelts you like hail made of fire and brimstone. And then you see him. You see them as they approach. This creature, and you can't even, you're not even sure what this thing is. It's just this massive blue skinned monster with these vast large horns that stick out and jut out on either side of its head, and its body is just pure muscle, and it wields this long deadly sword that looks like it's made out of ice. And he approaches you with dead eyes that don't care a thing for the living or the dead for that matter. All it cares about is the torture.
I've cut out.
Huh?
You were kind of starting to cut out. Eyes that.
All it cares about. Its eyes are dead. It cares nothing. It cares nothing for the living. All it cares about is the sweet, delicious torture that it brings in this place. There are two of them. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. There are two of them. And they get on either side of the table and they raise you up. It's almost like they turn the whole table like it's on a swivel, and then it raises up with you still attached to it, and then it begins to roll towards this palace made of ice. And the ice itself is black. It's almost like it's made out of onyx or something, but it's ice. You know it's ice because you can feel the cold of it even at this distance. And this thing is still so far away. And you can feel the torment, the torture. And the two, they move so slowly, as if they are hiding you. As if they don't want you to know that they're there. Or they don't want anything to know that you're there. and they move you into this dead palace. Eventually, it seems like you know without a shadow of a doubt that even by the material plane's standards, this time that it took to push you there, it makes no sense. It feels like it took them 10,000 years to push you to this one place. And yet, not a day has gone by. And when they finally get you into this palace of the dead, you are there. You are presented before this giant icicle. This stone block of ice that is jagged as if it's a stalagmite that is just frozen solid all the way through, transfiguring the stone to actual ice. And you can't see anything within it. It looks like inside of it, it's just brutish, blackish, brackish liquid. And then it begins to form ever so slowly. All the while, it feels like your skin is beginning to just rot from your body because of the frostbite. And yet it never quite tears away, almost as if it tore away that would make it final. And it's nothing here is final. The pain, the delicious suffering, none of that is final. Oh no, this is endless lust. To some this may be divine, and to others this may be actual hell. But this heresy you feel here, it is never ending. And when the figure finally forms was inside this ice cap, you see him. And you have seen this man before. This being, I should better yet say. He is, he has presented himself to you once before when you found a way to talk to him. He,
Oh, the Lord of None.
His skin is pale white as if all life of it has been drained from him, but he's got this long dark hair, and he is tragically beautiful and treacherous all at the same time as he stands there before you inside this ice. Everything about him looks dead. Even the life in his eyes is gone completely. And he looks upon you and he says, "Free me, and I shall free you. Do not dismay, android prison. I am the key to your salvation, for I am the key to all salvation. I have such delights to show you should you neglect my desire." And you know in your heart, you need to fight. You know deep down you cannot give in to this man's wishes. But every day, for 1,000 days, he tortures you and tells you, "Give in to me." And you never do. You never do until the day that it feels like something is shifting in you. It feels like you've lost all hope, and he can read that as your heart turns a page. And you see the half smile, and he says, "Find my thrall and do as he asks of you, android. Do not despair." It's that one little chunk of you that you felt shift that he takes from you. One of the devils standing next to you turns and sticks his finger on your chest. He lays it right where your heart would be, and he pushes it in past your flesh. And then he digs in with his thumb. With his thumb and index finger, he pulls out something that looks like it once was like a lightning bug, a glow bug, but its light is flickering. And he takes it, and you feel something is gone from you now. And it's at that moment that light, bright celestial light shines through. And you're amazed by it. You can't even comprehend what it is. It has been so long since your eyes have beheld something so beautiful and so gorgeous that you feel your whole body shiver and shake. So much so that you're afraid that your arms might break from the strain of it, because to behold this is like staring into the face of unbridled power, of unbridled divinity. As this being comes floating down to you, you can see it. It has these large celestial wings, and it is the shape of a bird. As it comes down, and it is massive, and neither the devils nor the Lord of None dare even try and hinder its progression as it reaches down and lifts you up off the table within its mighty talons. And he says, "Don't worry, I will always find you." And he flaps back up into the air.
He's still perfect.
And then all of a sudden, that whole moment plays out forever in your mind as it is being juiced right now. And then everything just speeds up again. You wake up on the rocks. There's Corlon the Rethian talking to you. You go up to the steps of Eden. You meet the great creator. You're back 5 years later. You see Timothy Lovegood once more. He looks at you knowingly. Things just happen once more as all these things just start to happen. And it brings you to this very moment. You remember Shyla telling you why Lord Veyron. And as she's explaining to you what your mission is here, why Lord Veyron has brought you, all of a sudden your brain stops, comes to a screeching halt, and you just hear the voice say, "Well, how interesting." And then kind of rub your brain once more and speed you up to this moment in time, and the hands release and let you go. And the stone says, and then you watch as you come to your senses, and the stone begins to spin real fast and shoot up into the air and take off. And when it does, it kicks the bigger stone that it came out of. It kicks something off in it, and you watch as it begins to arc and sizzle. I'm going to need you to roll a reflex save. In fact, let me see here. Yeah, I'm going to need you, Agaragus, and Ruckus to all roll reflex saves. I'll roll the reflex save for Ruckus, obviously.
Oh no, God, Ruckus.
Okay.
You said a reflex?
Yes, a reflex from you, Agaragus, and Ruckus. Did I cut out again?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that was on me.
Oh, okay. Unacceptable. All right. So as that begins to like arc and explode, Android, you just instinctively kick the thing, and it goes flinging woo away, and it explodes from across the bar and just, destroys a whole bunch of more crap. But nobody's affected by it. Android, when that happened, you stopped playing the Tuna Battle.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah, naturally. So the Tuna Battle is gone at this moment. That's not to say you can't pick it back up, but it's gone at this moment. And everything that happened seems like it happened like within a split second, right? Meaning, it's not like you sat there for like ever and everybody's looking at you like, what's going on? While that was happening to you, because it all happened within like a nanosecond, everybody else, like all the other enemies, came back to their senses and the fighting continued. like Equil, all of a sudden, like the drow just come back and they start trying to attack you and blah blah blah. Like you guys see everything return back to normal. But for you, Android, that felt like a good hour of probing.
Yeah, like in a sense, I've doubled my lifetime.
Yes. Yeah, and you hear inside your head even. You don't see the crystal anymore, but you hear inside your head. That is an interesting life you have led. I will be sure to take deep interest in your progress, Android Furizen. Till we meet again.
F in the chat.
F's in the chat, please.
F's in the chats. 0 F's given.
Android is like physically aged.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I guess it's time to find out what to do about your sanity, ain't it?
F.
Speaking of which, what would you like to do with...
Let me read it again real quick.
Sure. You know what?
What's that?
Because you failed the sanity check, and this was a special kind of sanity check to see if, like, you know, Coralon Lorethian's mind barriers held up. We were seeing if this was going to work or not, right? I think what will happen is your punishment for this is we're not going to actually hurt your sanity in any way. I think your punishment for this is just knowing now and having to deal with that. Does that make any sense?
F in the chat, yeah.
It doesn't, well, what I mean is though, see, here's my thing though, right? It doesn't have to necessarily mean that you have a quirk. You don't necessarily have a quirk.
Oh, but he does.
Well, I mean, that's up to you. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is really up to you because now you know that Coralon Lorethian hid something from you, like, this serious. You know what I mean? Like, you know now that you were tortured for what, you know, by the 9 Hell standards, you were tortured for thousands of years.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, and you now
Android's
remember
about to get his black suit Spider-Man thing on.
and here's the here's the thing too.
He's about to get his symbiote.
You remember what Levistus told you now.
Yeah.
What he told you. You remember all of it. This was Levistus. And he told you, like he told you before, you know, find my thrall. You know? Find my thrall. Only when he originally told you to go to the Black Tower to find him, he says, no, I brought him to you this time. Find him. He is, you know, in your city. He's there and he's waiting.
I brought him to you this time.
Yeah, I brought him to you. Yeah. I brought him to you this time. Yeah. Very, very astute. But yeah, I brought
Lancier?
Lancier Monsoon. Yep. I brought him to you this time. Find him now. He's in your city. That's exactly how he worded that too. I thought I was being clever. I guess I wasn't. Yeah, so do with those words what you will. There's a lot that all of a sudden you're dealing with. And yeah. Do you want to move or do any actions? Is there any
Android's gonna look down at you, Quill, and he's gonna be like, he's just gonna say, "Fuck it, burn it down," and then he's gonna kick up the tune of battle again.
Nice.
Okay.
And he's not like making a big deal about it. He just looks towards him and kind of like, you know, almost solemnly lifts his ring and is just like, "Fuck it, dude, burn it down."
Brings up the guitar. Dun, 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 dun.
They were
On
gonna
his
tell you
bucket head shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Android is the soothsayer.
Hello, Mr. Crinkle. How are you today?
Exactly.
Yeah. Did you catch all of that though? Because there was a detail that I didn't go too deeply into explaining, but when you were rescued, did you catch that?
Do you mean Solar?
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to know.
Not the meta. Not the meta, I'm just making sure.
Well,
that's what you're
Android, did
referring to.
Android catch that? Yeah. That's
Oh,
what I'm curious
yeah.
about. Okay.
Well, I mean, if he was obscured, I mean, I guess he can't be for sure, but
Well, it's the
he
words he
assumes.
told him. It's the words he
Yeah.
told him. He's remember when you told him earlier, you know, when you sent him with Yarman's body, and he said, "Well, don't worry, Android, I'll always find you." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and those are the same exact words he used when he pulled you up out of perdition. I raised you out of perdition. Yeah, so yeah, I was just curious if Android would actually catch that or how he would. But I mean, you know, it's just something to think about. This is why I'm throwing that out there. You don't have to meta it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. No, I get you.
No, keep it.
I was just saying it as meta, just so that, you know, we were on the same page. Android would probably just assume that was Solar, you know what I mean? Even though he couldn't distinctly make it out. How many big-ass birds does he know?
Yeah, that's true. So Zoltan, it is your
Yeah.
turn. Yeah, so all that happens. All that just happened to you. Yeah.
If he'd be so nice to move me up 30 more feet closer.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
And I wish to use Energy Vortex.
Energy Vortex. Where is that spell and what does it do?
I believe Complete Divine. If I'm correct.
And that is in the spells, Druid spells 141. What level is it?
What spell was it?
Energy Vortex.
Burst of energy centered on you damages nearby creatures.
Was that right? Complete.
Yeah. I'm just
Let's
looking
go.
I'm looking it up deeper now.
Get on our level one day.
Let's see. Invocation. Acid, cold, fire, electricity. Wow. One standard action, 20 feet. All creatures within 20 feet. Burst.
Fourth level.
Okay, you cast it anyway. So you choose one of 5 energy types: acid, cold, fire, electricity, or sonic. A blast of that energy type bursts in all directions from you, dealing 1d8 points of damage plus 1 per caster level, maximum of plus 20, so that's going to be 1d8 plus 20, to nearby creatures other than you. If you are willing to take the damage yourself, you deal twice as much damage. You don't get a reflex save, but spell resistance applies as do any resistance and immunities you have to the energy type.
So it blasts from me, right?
It blasts from you in a 20-foot radius. So, just out of curiosity,
am I close enough for that?
You are not.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a focus blast I can do. Never mind.
Nope, it radiates from you, and you can do quite a bit of filthy damage from it if you're willing to hurt yourself to do it. You'll do twice the damage, so it'll be like you crit with magic, which is actually pretty sick. You'd be doing a critical. Yeah, that would be really sick if but you're taking a chance of killing yourself doing it.
Hey, Father. Do I have Obscuring Mist, or did I already use that?
I think when I was looking and he was flipping through that and I was watching his screen, I think Obscuring Mist is gone. I think he used all of it. I could be wrong though. He can look. It's fine. Don't let me say, because I could be wrong.
He's got one.
Alright. One more question before I do this. In my elemental form, can I cast my spells or no?
I think in your elemental,
yes.
He can. Okay.
I think because he took wild shape.
That feat.
Or not, the wild. Natural spell. It casts spells in wild shape.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
And my elementals have different healths, right? Or are they also based off of my actual health?
No, your elementals
are own different.
Yeah.
Alright. If that's the case,
it's like what air and water have like the lowest quote unquote HP, but it's like hitting them. And then earth and I think fire have the highest, but fire's kind of with the other two, but earth is just like you're literally hitting a stone, so good luck.
His elementals are going to be a little different though, because they.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying like in general.
Yeah. In general.
So if that's the case, I'm gonna pop off one of my elementals.
Which one? You want the icy wind? You got an icy wind. You have that magma.
Icy wind. I have the magma. I have the swampy terrain, and then,
it's like a fungus. Yeah, you become like a giant.
Yeah, I have the fungus, and then I have the swamp waters. Technically, is what it is. That's sludge water.
Yeah. It's like a beast made at. It's like Swamp Thing, really.
I guess I am gonna go with my, fiery elemental, and also with the. Am I able to change shapes, or is that with this? Do I have to have a spell with that?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause I thought I was able to change into 3 different type of, like a medium element, a small, medium, and large elemental.
Yeah, like I think you can turn into like the huge, if I'm not mistaken, like the biggest.
Yeah, do I need to have a spell prep for that, or do I get to choose to be that?
No, it's a feat. You do that. That's separate from your spells. That's
Yeah. Your wild shape you get. What is this? I'm still.
Yeah, wild shape elemental 3 times a day, huge elemental.
You could do the other ones like 5 times because they're smaller. That's why I say druids are broken, because they don't really specify that they don't interchange or do interchange. So technically, you would have like 8 wild shapes, but 3 of them would be dedicated to your forms.
Yeah.
And I think the other elementals get classified with like the other wild shapes, like the smaller ones. So once you're a huge elemental, it's fucking broken.
Yeah, I'm gonna be turning into a huge magma elemental.
Huge magma elemental. Okay.
Yep. And
Or do the 5 kids want to see?
no, I said I'm gonna kill that lizard. I wasn't joking. That's gonna die.
I never. I'm just saying. Just for the viewers at home.
I'm tired of that thing trying to touch my brain.
I mean, I basically helped you create this fucking mess. Doesn't mean I think it's not broken.
Mm-hmm.
Also, can you go to my spells one more time?
I hate everything you do. I sit here and design cards. I have to go get your spells.
It's huge, so. Okay.
That's what she said.
Right.
What do you look for?
Would I have any more ranged spells? Or,
Ranged?
yeah, do I have one?
Like, you're talking
I
about
think
like
I-
damaging ranged? Yeah. Sand blast? But I don't think that works here.
Yeah, Sandblast would only blind them. Are they wearing metal? Is the drow wearing metal?
No.
Like metal armor? No.
No. Hmm. Do what now?
Nothing, I was talking to myself.
Oh.
Mental disorientation, what does that do? That just makes him go da-da-da, right?
Bro, I remember like 90% of the skills. Goddamn. That I can only remember like 90% of the skills. Not all of the spells, not all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have any more technical range, but you're about to be in your wild shape, and in order to do damage, you're gonna have to be up on them anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Huh?
So I mean, most of like
Yeah, I was gonna see. Can you look at bleed real quick? I'm pretty sure all that does is just a bleeding thing if I hit him.
yeah, most of them are like attack. You've got like blazing weapon, which is kind of ineffective now.
Yeah. Well, anyways. I guess that's my turn, right? Because I turned into an elemental.
Does that count as an action?
I am not sure.
I feel like it should, but it doesn't necessarily mean it does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild empathy. I'm looking for wild shape. Ah, there we go.
I haven't used an elemental in forever.
Oh. No, bleed, you basically touch the creature and they just start bleeding profusely from any open wound.
There's a reflex to that, right? Not reflex.
It also
but
deals 1 point of constitution damage.
Oh, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna touch him.
In addition, the extra damage they target subject
Okay, yeah.
to resistance spell for its fires and
It is an action because it functions like the polymorph spell. So if it's like, and that's all it says. So if it's like casting a spell, then that's an action. You know what I mean?
Alrighty.
Because it doesn't actually say as a free action or as a standard action, but it does say this counts as like using the polymorph spell. So if it's like using a spell, that's like using an action. You know what I mean?
Alright.
Well, yeah, and
It's
I think
very-
the polymorph spell says that it takes like a round to complete anyways.
Yeah, but like I feel like with that, yeah, exactly. I feel like that's very clever wording. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, it basically takes you this round to just, you know. But I never made Yoshi ever wait that long, so I'm just gonna say it's an action to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What is my speed still the same or is it different? No.
Huh? Your speed. Your speed would be. What the heck? Where is he at? Some of it 60 feet.
My speed's 60 feet now?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Now it's Ruckus's time. Where's Ruckus's? Yep, I guess Ruckus is gonna keep going ham on that one drought on there.
Okay.
And if it does die, I just want it to throw it at... I want Ruckus to throw it at the other beast that's down there. And say, I'm not as rusty as you.
Okay. That's what Ruckus says to him?
Yeah, if it dies.
Okay.
It dies.
Fair enough. Fair enough. If he
Since
dies.
they have a little rivalry going on at the
Yeah,
moment.
if he dies, he dies. Yeah, I know. This is fun. I'm totally into the Ruckus and Yucca rivalry. I like it. What is it?
God, I'm gonna get this. Oh fuck.
Okay, so altogether, after all his attacks, he did 56 points of damage off of this drought. Bringing it to a negative 32. So how does Ruckus want to do it? How does Ruckus want to end this dude?
Alright. So Ruckus, what attacks did you do for Ruckus?
All of them.
And I'll base it off of
Both
all
his,
of them?
both his claws, the bite, and both tendrils. Everything's slapped.
Alright. So I want him to paw at him to where he like lands on the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want Ruckus to take a chunk of his neck out and then smack him with his two tendrils, but when he smacks him with the last tendril, his head spins and then he kicks it over to the other one.
To Yucca.
Yeah, to Yucca, and says, I'm not as rusty.
Yeah, so he does all that, yeah, and he looks at Yucca and he's like, he says, I'm not as rusty as some, I suppose. Some of us stayed in shape when we were on our break. And Yucca you watch as Yucca's whole head, like, the dragon head, just the dragon head, which is the actual head that controls everything, right? Slowly turns and looks at Ruckus sideways, and he goes, "Excuse me?" And the
Like
fight.
Chris Rock.
Yeah, exactly. and the fight continues.
I don't know, I thought it would be a neat idea to keep the rivalry between the two beasts though.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's fun.
I mean, since they both can talk.
Yeah, and they're both like, they both kind of
It's
have
like-
the same job in a way.
Yeah, it's like Xbox and PlayStation, and then Solar's like Nintendo.
Yeah, Solar's secretly the goat.
No, he's just like, you see them fighting? Let's do our own thing.
Yeah. Yep. And that is your turn, Zoltan. It is the Illithid's turn. And he yeah. Oh, he's not blind anymore. He can see now.
What?
Yeah. Only lasted for 1 round on him. In fact,
It did? No,
yeah.
I thought it lasted 4. No, it lasted 4 rounds on him and 1 round on the drow.
No, the deafness lasts 4 rounds on the drow. The blindness, yeah, the blindness went away, and the deafness lasted 4 rounds on the drow. I remember because he rolled a D. It was a D6 for the deafness, and you got 4 off the D6, 1 on one D4 and 1 on one other D4. I remember.
Okay.
Trust me. Yeah, they're not they're not blind. You're just gonna have to get over that fact that they're just not blind anymore. One of them's deaf, but he doesn't need his ears to see you. And
Oh, it don't matter. I'm gonna go over there and pummel him now.
yeah, and what's funny is now, like, even through this cloud, you make a fetching figure. Like, they could see you pretty good. In fact, I'm gonna roll a D4 and see where that cloud is going. It moved 3.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was just making sure that you were gonna move the cloud real quick.
10. Yeah, it actually wrecks this dude. Isn't hitting the Illithid, but the Illithid's gonna move. It's his turn now. He's gonna move back, and we will settle that on this dude's turn next to see what happens to him. The Illithid's gonna move up into this corner though, trying to get away from this cloud that's just moving everywhere and away. And he's like, oh. And he looks and he kind of looks over the balcony and wonders, could he survive it? He's kind of he's contemplating on whether or not he's gonna dip off the side of this place.
Yeah, where was the poison at?
Poison's right here. Oh, can you not see it? Hold on. My bad. You know what? I forget to do that. Next time, let me know if you can't see it right away.
Alrighty.
There you go.
He gets to turn up being blind forever.
Who? Oh, this dude. Yeah, that's right. He does.
He recovered from blindness. Now he has to go back into it.
Yeah. Which reminds me, Garrigus needs to, we need to make sure that people, well, okay, I could have swore, yeah. Who's throwing off the radiant? Oh, it's Android's token? Really? What? I didn't mean to do that. Nothing. Fixing something here. Fixing a mistake on my part. Yeah.
Creatures that get blinded by that are they're permanently blind.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Which that one right there on the stairs, forever blind. Man contemplated coming to work today now.
There. Now that's fixed. Because it's a Garrigus putting off the radiant. Yeah, he's gonna have to. We'll settle that on his turn. He'll roll for it on his turn, and we'll see the damage and see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for now, this Illithid, he's just like backing away from that cloud, and he's just kind of sneering at it, and he's just like. And what is he going to do? What is he going to do? Oh, cool. Okay. So he looks for a minute and he focuses and he watches his mind, like his head begins to glow and he floats up and he just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, all the way, like it's a 25-foot drop. So he just basically drops the whole way down the other side of the wall, just onto the other side. 25.
Oh no, he ain't getting away from me. He gonna die.
30. Yeah. And he is, well, no, I can't do that in the same round. That's cheap. Alright. That goes away. And it tosses him, right? Isn't that what that happens? Is that what it said on the vortex thing, that it actually tosses the person?
It says it tosses them around for however many rounds. So I figured you just like encumbered them. Just won't really get food.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so...
It wasn't very super clear, but yeah.
Yeah, well, what it was is, okay, so you rolled it, it lasted for a round, he was stuck in there, and it damaged him, but it would damage him one more time, because it's got its last swept up round doing 20 damage, and then 1d4 plus 2 any subsequent round, so he takes another d4 plus 2 damage from it, which I can roll, you can roll. For 5 damage. Should have let you roll. Yeah, so it's done. It like lets him go, and he's just like, oh. And now he's all burnt up. He's all blackened and charred and stuff. And he can't even see you now because Yucca's in his way. And he just instinctively just bucks at Yucca. I mean, he's in a bad mood now, so he's just gonna hoof kick Yucca right to his right to the grill. Yucca's AC is 20, correct?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. That's a hit. So he does. Okay. Oh. What is that full strength? Oh. For 22 points of damage. So he takes all 4 of his hooves and just systematically just kicks Yucca. It's like Yucca's being beat to death, like trampled by a horse, you know? And it's just sitting there. Yucca's like, ow, oh, okay. Look, can we talk about this? And he gets slapped across the face. He's like, oh! And you quill. It is now your turn. Hey, yo, you quill. You wanna pick in that basket?
Picnic a basket.
I'll pick in that basket.
So oh.
Do what?
I'm thinking, hold on. I'm gonna have Yucca go first. And is Andrew said he's playing Cine Battle again? Yeah.
Do what? I'm sorry.
Android's playing Cine Battle again?
Yes.
Yes.
C.
Alright, so Yucca's just gonna like ignore the drow since he just got kind of trampled. And then he's gonna turn and just fucking breathe acid on this son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Yucca's got acid too. Oh yeah, well he taught you. Yeah, he taught you the acid shot.
It is a reflex for half, so it's 17. Oh, actually, let me reroll that. It's that fucked up. Fat finger or something. Yeah, it's a DC 17 for half.
DC 17 for half. Okay. Okay. Well, he rolled a fat 10. So he took what? 25 points of damage? 25 points. 25 points. So Yuckin just starts barfing acid on him too, and he's just like, ah, and like his skin is melting. Like his skin got so charred from the fire that it's almost like it's crusty on there now, that the acid just peels it away easily, and it's just exposing more and more of this guy's like innards, and he's just and he's just bleeding out now.
Let's see.
Yes, this is what we like. This is what we like.
This shit that I like. Let's talk. I suppose.
Do what? Um, yeah. You motherfucker. What happened?
You fools just swinging at the drop.
So he rolled what, a 12?
Yeah.
Trying to hit the drow?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got like 15 things happening right now, and I'm okay. So yeah, that's a miss. 12 is definitely a miss. So is 23.
God damn it. Oh, hold on. That top one should be 28. What the fuck am I doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, so the one right above it should be 28.
Instead of 12?
No, the 23.
Oh, okay, yeah. 28's a hit.
Yeah, that would have still missed because, yeah, I'm not putting my fucking, what's it called? Because I dropped my whole base attack, right? But I still get the, the +5, right? Automatically due to my strength modifier.
Yeah.
And I wasn't adding that in. So, the first one would have missed.
Here's another thing. For Android's Tune of Battle, I just now noticed this. This is my mistake. For Android's Tune of Battle right now, since he's playing it on the air guitar, you technically get 3d4 and 4d6.
Oh, that's right.
Son of.
Yeah, so I'm sorry
that's
about that. I just noticed.
right.
I just looked at it and saw that you were still rolling 2d4, and I was like, oh shit, I bet he's been doing this whole time.
What
I'm so sorry.
kind of bard are you? No, I'm just kidding.
The worst kind.
The
So
worst.
that was my second attack, which means I dropped what? I dropped 15. Add 15. Yeah, I can't do math, so told me. You said how many d6? 4?
Yes. 40,
Okay.
3d4 and 4d6.
For 30 points of damage.
Another attack.
30 points of damage. All right. Yeah.
3.
And you're attacking the one directly in front of you, right?
Yes.
All right. You're still just ignoring the one behind you who's been like frantically swinging at you this whole time.
Yes.
In vain. No, you're like, no. I'm gonna kill your friend first. And
He will die first.
32 is a hit.
Savage.
Yeah, I almost got excited, but I remember Hero says that was me.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, brain dying. His brain is dying. Too many things to add. That's a little bit.
Yeah, 44 is a lot of damage. If I can select the dang old token. That puts him at 19, negative 19. How do you want to do it?
I imagine people being like kind of not clumsy with the sword since it's not Euros and he's like been building Euros for fucking ages now. But it doesn't feel natural, but it feels good at the same time, right? It's a really well sword. So I imagine just kind of like, you know how like you go into the Moose Fighters kind of like testing their new weapon? So the one is just like, the one he misses, he's like, oh, that's a lot. Weight's a little off. Kind of looks at it perplexing and just like jabs it forward and then stabs the dude. He's like, oh, that's not bad. And it takes like a broad overhand swing and just fucking comes down as hard as you can and just fucking butters the dude. It's like, oh, well, it's not half bad.
Yeah. It just turns him into a mess at your feet. Well, as you're like inspecting the sword, like, oh, it's an all right sword, you know, I could get used to that. You're not even paying attention to the, you know, the emaciated body in front of you now. You're just like, yeah, not the worst thing ever.
And I went for my cleave and the one behind me and missed. He went for his patented fucking little back thrust.
Mm-hmm.
And woof.
Yeah, you just kind of try to do that, and he just kind of moves out of the way, and he's like, oh, no. He even says it, you face me and fight me.
Yeah.
This one goes 5, 10, 15, 20. They just doubles his speed and runs. Like, they look to just escape. They're escaping. They see this situation going bad and they're like, nope, mama didn't raise no fool. And they're out. To fight another day. Yeah, they run towards the stage and just hop on it and get the F out. They just move to the back doors. They're like, no!
No!
This guy rolls a, what is it? A reflex? Correct? To see if he goes blind.
Yes.
Reflex. Of what?
19.
Of 19? Alright. Alright, he passes. So he does take the damage from the acid, which is what?
The mist?
Yeah, he didn't go blind, but he still gets hit with the acid, don't he?
Yeah, it's 1d6.
1d6? Well, so it would be actually 66, wouldn't it? 1 plus 4.
Oh.
No, 5. It'd be 5d6.
Yeah, good.
Because of the tune. So he takes 16 points of damage, though. But he does survive that. Like, the acid, the cloud starts to burn away at his eyes, and he quickly covers his face and just shields his eyes. And he's like, And he goes 5, 10, and he's gonna climb down that wall. Alright, so he goes 5, 10, 15. He starts to climb down it, and he slips. Whoops! And falls the rest of the way. He falls 15 feet. That is no small fall. 15-foot fall can kill you if you're not careful.
Break your neck.
I'm gonna roll a tumble for him. See if he can tumble out of it. So he hits the ground hard. Golly, dude, I am trying my hardest for this one drow, and I don't know why. Doing 14 points of damage off. Effing that guy. He hits the ground and he's just knocked prone. He's like, oh! He can't hear anything still. He's just like, he can't even hear himself crying. He just feels the shaking of his body as he's doing it, you know? Like, but to him, it's just, he feels the shaking, and inside his own head, he can just he remembers the sound of what his voice sounded like. This one is going to try and attack you, Yuquil. And he rolls a fat 17.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it, is it? He's thanks me already. And this one goes 5, 10, 15, 20. And he knows the stairway, so he's just gonna 15, 20. Steps off the stairway, and he's just gonna roll a listen now. Alright, so he hears all the commotion coming from over here. He knows there's a fight going on over here. So he just begins to walk forward. 25, 30. He's just he's like trying to find his way out of here, you know? Like, he's walking around with his hands out like he's in a dark room, you know, just trying to feel around like, oh.
No. My.
Garagai, it is your turn.
Yo, low-key, she's fallen asleep, but I kind of don't want to quit playing. Can we just bot her out while we're doing combat? To just kind of circulate her shield ability, like to you, Will, then to Zoltan, then to me.
Sure. So I guess here we go. Let's see who is. Okay, Yuquil's a little too far away. You can't go again.
Okay.
Zoltan is too far away. But
can we ready the action and perhaps move Android closer? Like how far? Oh no, he's like outward too far.
Yeah, like he's 50. 50 feet away. Zoltan is 50 feet away. Ruckus is right there.
Okay, bet.
Okay. We'll just do that. Yeah, after this fight, we're gonna call it, though.
I kind of figured.
Yeah. I mean, I have the rest of the stuff. I have more stuff planned, but yeah.
Nah, I kind of figured. It's getting late.
Mm-hmm. So Agargus boom, puts a shield on Ruckus, and it is Android's turn.
Android is going to move closer to Zoltan.
Okay.
I still got my fucking ruler on, dumb shit. Yeah, probably about there.
Okay.
Coolio. And I'm gonna keep jamming out on my tune of battle.
Alrighty.
Getting edgy.
Zoltan, it is your turn. And you know what? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because you can't move your deal right now anyway, so that's fine. What would you like to do?
When does the gas go away?
I don't know.
Damn it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's not a good answer.
Well, I wasn't the one that read it. Where is it in the complete divine? Is that where it's at?
Yes.
What is it called?
The Murderous Mist.
Murderous Miss. Alright, I'll look it up real quick. I can look it up.
If anything, I'll just run through it and fall on top of the Elithid and the Drow.
Murderous Mist. It lasts duration 1 round per level. So 20 rounds. We haven't gone 20 rounds yet. Guarantee it. If you run through that, just so you know, you're going to have to roll to see if you become blind. And you are going to take damage.
Yeah. How far is it from the ledge?
How far is what from the ledge?
My character from the ledge, from where the Elithid and the Drow fell off.
About 60 feet.
So if I full sprint and just fall off, I have to roll a reflex, and then the damage.
I mean, you are a giant freaking... Like, you're a giant elemental. It's not that far of a fall for you.
I know, but I'm talking about the gas damage, though.
The what?
The murderous miss damage, I would have to roll that in the reflex.
If you walk through it, yes.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to walk through it and fall on top of them.
Okay. Yeah, you just have to roll the reflex, which you're going to be rolling a reflex. What is that reflex?
If you fail, you're blind.
For good. Your reflex is going to be... Yeah, I mean, you got a 17 reflex. Well, 17 reflex. He might actually pass it.
But there's a chance that he won't.
I mean, if he wants to go for it, I'm all for this.
I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying I don't want to hear him fucking cry about it when his character's blind. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, like if you blind yourself, Zoltan, you're blind, and you're gonna have to play that and figure out how to get around that. You know, no killing this character and being like, well, I want to play a new character. Oh no, you're gonna do this. You know what I mean?
I gotta regenerate.
This will be the reason why I'm being like this is because this will make for an interesting story dynamic for Zoltan. Now he's got to figure out how to somehow get his eyes back, his vision back, because you literally just melted them out of your face.
With your own fucking spell.
Because you were so dead set on killing that illithid.
Man, there's no way around that hoe, is there? Oh, I like this game. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna wait until the mist passed and I'm gonna go run and fall off the edge.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, you can always go, let me just tell you, okay? You can always go over here, drop down 25 feet, because you are huge, so it's not 25 feet for you. It's like 5 feet for you. Just drop down there and then start walking this way to try and catch him. It's just going through the mist cloud is kind of a bad idea. That's all I'm saying. But
yeah.
Then again, go for it if you feel like you can. If you feel like you can hang, big dog.
Nah.
You said the reflex was what? His reflex 17?
Yeah.
All you have to do is roll 3 or higher, or 2 or higher. But there is that chance that you don't.
Yeah, I get it. And I get a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then you a blind bitch, and we are fucking laughing. So please do, by all means, be a blind bitch. Make my day.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Fucking priceless. I've seen some dumb shit happen in D&D, so I'm just sitting here smiling either way we go about this.
No, like this. I don't like this predicament.
I've seen some shit.
Guess I'm running through the mist.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All
Oh
right.
fuck.
Okay, so you
motherfucker.
you move into the mist, and you take.
I become blind.
Go ahead and roll a reflex.
Ooh, your fate's been sealed. I gotta roll it for you.
My heart is beating.
Oh man.
Oh.
I can feel it beating out of my chest.
Robbie, for real though. Dragons, for real. If you can aggro this to where he gets a natural 1, please do.
I'm just rolling a D20 plus. You said it's 17, right?
Plus 17.
I feel it about Let's go!
He took my 20. I quit.
I got a natural 20. Let's go!
Only in D&D would a natural 1 be the killer of you, but you'd roll a natural 20 when you needed to.
Let's go.
Only
I'm in love with him.
D&D.
Man, that means I get half damage too. Let's go, baby.
What is the damage off of this again? This cloud?
1d6. Well, it's 2d6 the very first time.
Ah.
Yeah, 1d6 and a half.
Cool.
Yeah, every time you're like every round you're in it is 1d6. But the initial is 2.
What the crap? Oh, yeah. 3. So you take 3 points of damage.
And I fall on top of him.
Yeah, and you just. Okay, let's see. 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, and you just drop. And yeah, you land on them. Doing.
Oh, it'll get better. Next turn, it's gonna get better.
Doing fall damage. I don't even know. I guess we'll just count it as your slam. That's 2d8 plus 2d8. So 4d8 plus 4. So, and actually, no, because you're the magma dude. So you're a little different than an actual fire elemental. So, yeah, you do.
Man, the deaf guy don't even know what's happening at the moment. Next thing he sees is an elemental falling on top of his head.
Yeah. So you do the slam damage only because it's like lava rock. That's gonna be 3d8. Plus the magma damage, which is going to be still 2d8. But yeah, your strength is a little bit better than that, so it's gonna be plus 5. And yeah, that's it as far as that goes. That's just a regular attack for you. And you do 20 points of damage off of...
Yeah, look, there's the ones that I was afraid of.
You do 20 points of damage off of the drow. And 20 points of damage off of the illithid. They're not dead, though.
Oh, it's fine. They will be this upcoming round.
What do you want to do with Ruckus?
I guess Ruckus is gonna find his way over to the blue dude and help out old Rusty over there.
Okay. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and he's going to attack him. Holy, okay. Here we go. Oh, I am tripping. Let's see, what is his stuff? Okay, so Ruckus misses twice, actually, but he gets with the last one, and that's his 2 tendrils. So how many d6 is it now? 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
4. 29 points of damage off of the blue guy. Alright, so that is your turn, Zoltan. That blue dude. So Ruckus comes over and tries to get at the blue guy, the Quaraphon, and the Quaraphon actually stiff arms Ruckus because he's just slightly bigger than Ruckus, and he's holding Ruckus back. Ruckus can't, like he's holding Ruckus's head, like, where Ruckus is just out of reach of him. He's biting and clawing at him, but his 2 tendrils do reach out and slap him twice. Whap, whap on his shoulders, and he's just like, ah! Because the tendrils do have a reach. This guy. So, the illithid, he decides to run. He goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and he runs down into the air and vanishes. He takes off. It's like, oh no! Blue guy. Blue man group. Now he's fighting off like, oh. So he just, after Ruckus hits him, he goes to boot Ruckus. He's just gonna attack Ruckus now. He's like, F this guy. Come up in here attacking me with your business like this. Who do you think you are? Oh, no. Well, I find it only fair that I show this.
Ruckus dies.
I think that's the first crit I've rolled all night. Well, yeah, I know it's the first crit. So, he's going to kick you, Ruckus. Yeah, Ruckus is about to take a boot to the head. Alright, so he does 46 points of damage on me, Ruckus. That brings
God damn.
Yeah, that brought you all the way to 26 hit points. So it just, you slap him twice with those, see, I was stupid. My positioning of this guy was too far away. I should have put him closer. He should have been doing this kind of damage the whole fight. I'm stupid. Anyways, but, so after Ruckus slaps him with those two tendrils, this thing has just had enough, and he shoves your head back, Ruckus, and rears back, and just he just bicycle kicks the piss out of you, and brings, almost completely crushes you underneath his heels. If it wasn't for Ruckus having just a little bit of, fight in him, he pulls himself out from underneath of it, but he almost gets trampled to death. Ruckus is like bleeding out of his mouth. However, 46 hit points, right? It is not 46 hit points. It would actually be, I need to put that back. And I know that because of this. Even with that, 46 minus 10 equals 36. It's 36 points of damage. Because, luckily, Agaragus put that shield, that damage reduction shield on him, and that helped quite a bit, because you're at 36 hit points now, which is you're still hurt pretty good, but you're not as bad off. The reason why Ruckus is able to pull himself out from being trampled to death is because of the damage reduction shield, but he's still bleeding pretty good out of his mouth and stuff, and bleeding, he's looking really hurt. And you just hear Yucca go, he goes, see, youngster? You may practice a lot, but nothing beats good old-fashioned experience.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
I'm gonna laugh if Yucca gets credit next.
You Quill, it is your turn.
You'd be fine. You'd be fine. That's on the big thing from Yucca.
That is a hit, I believe. Yep, that's a hit. For 28 points of damage. That puts him at -6. So, how does Yucca want to do it?
What you say about that crit, boy? That's how we roll. That's just a normal like fight attack, just like balls to fucking face.
Just and gores him with the horns and everything, just gets at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Yucca just looks at Ruckus and goes, "Watch and learn, youngster," and just tears this thing down. He's like, "You're done!" And he just rips him apart and, lets the freaking lion and the goat and the snake just start eating it. And Yucca's just like, "Oh, this is..." And we have to share a stomach. And, and look at this. And he looks at you, Ruckus, and he goes, "Anyway, that's how this is done. That's how this is done." What about you, Quill?
So all the other drow have run away. It's just
it's this one
Dumbledore here.
Yeah, there's this one here, and then there's this one walking around, and you can't really see him, but he's got a bandage over his eyes, and he's blinder than a bat. He don't know where he's going. He's a pitiful sight indeed.
He didn't know left from right from left.
Mm-hmm.
Straight from crooked, crooked from straight.
Sure.
He don't know if he's a boy or a girl or a boy.
Just go.
That's a good one. That's a good one. You didn't like that one? Okay. So what happened to the monster? He ran away? Or the Lithin?
Yeah, but you didn't really know about that Olympic. This entire fight, you haven't really been aware of him at all. He was up top. That's been Zoltan's personal little pet project. You've been dealing with these. You basically took out the big blue guy. You and Ruckus and Yucca all took on the big blue dude and handled all these drow down here. For 31, that's a hit. I guess you're hitting this drow, huh?
Yeah.
You're like, all right, now I'll fight you. Get effed.
Pretty much.
Cause the floor is lava. Whoa. Did you hear my stomach growl? Whoa. For 51 points of damage?
Yeah, I've been dropping my whole base attack tonight, like all of it. And my first base attack's 20.
that's a filthy hit right there. You're just like, whoa! You're like, you want to die? I'll kill you then. You just slash at him across his chest all deep. He's like, oh no, wait!
He said, wait a minute! I was just playing! My mama said.
But mama said. 23 is a miss, though. But I'm going to say that's just because he's, like, moving around so much now. He's like, no,
He's like,
stop!
"Ah!"
Yeah, stop! Stop! No! Wait! This isn't how you honorably fight!
He's pulling a bit after the first time you tickle him. Like you can't get there ever again.
Yeah. 29 is a hit.
But
in a league of my own. Go leave me alone. For 41 points of damage. Ouchie. So you're like, fuck, cut him across his back. He's like, ah, no, wait. We're not done.
I was playing.
22 is a miss. Enough. There's enough. It's enough.
Pretty much.
Is that all your attacks?
Yeah, it's all.
All right. He's still standing, but he's cut up pretty good. You only needed to hit him those 2 times, though. F his world. Oh, and it's their turn now. So, that one underneath Zoltan, he's good and pinned. I'll have to wait till Zoltan's turn to finish that. This one, he's just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, bumps into a table. The blind one, you know, he's just walking around blind. That one, he's like, enough. Okay, wait. And then he tries to strike you.
He said, hold on, wait a minute, let's talk about this. Damn, motherfucker.
Yeah, you know those little cheap shots. He's like, wait, hold on, time out. Ah, slaps you. Ooh, and he hit. Oh, yes, he hit you too. Beautiful. Love it. Doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna do any damage, but he's trying.
But he's definitely giving it a shot.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh. So you have how much damage reduction right now? 13?
Yeah.
Okay. I think this time he might have actually done some damage to you. Yeah, he did 6 points. So you're at 170 now. You're at 170. Your health is at 170.
Oh no.
Yeah, but he does. He like cuts you across the cheek. He actually catches with your bare face instead of hitting you only your armor, and catches you across the cheek and cuts you. And a little bit of blood. Like it's almost like, you know, when you cut yourself shaving, but you cut yourself real good. Not when you get all like the razor burn and all the red dots. You know what I mean? It's like when you accidentally really cut yourself with the razor and you leave that fine, thin cut across your cheek and it just bleeds, you know? It's like one of those. And he's just like, Ungar! Agaragus's shield goes away. And I'm gonna say, since Agaragus is not with us at the moment, I know for a fact that yeah. Okay, what is the Wisdom. Well, okay. I guess, well, nobody really needs it though. I guess Agaragus is actually just gonna chill. Why not? Droid, it is your turn. Did we lose Android too?
I have no idea.
That'd be funny because he's like, I don't really want to quit playing right now. And then he falls asleep too.
Hell yeah.
So you viewers at home and listeners at home, this is why I don't keep these sessions running for real extensive amounts of time, because my players end up falling asleep when that happens.
Give or take.
This is the downside of playing online as opposed to playing around the table, because around the table you can keep everybody engaged and awake and playing. When it's online, yeah. So, we can call it right here, actually, because that's, I mean, other than like the 2 drow, and you're about to kill that one, I'm pretty sure. And depending on what Zoltan decides to do with the one he's got pinned to the ground. And then you got the blind one. Other than that, you need Android to tell you where to go to get your armor, right?
Pretty much.
Because, Carabas told him. Carabas Aharoth told him where to go to get the armor, because he's just like, I wipe my hands of the situation. Good luck to you. There's where you can find the armor. If you can get to it and survive, good luck, you know? So.
Yeah.
Yes. So, we'll just call it here for now. We've got 2 people that fell out. It's fine. This is what happens, folks. This has been a very long session anyways. I'll be surprised if anybody makes it this far to the end of the session. But, to be fair. But, you know, in all honesty, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you at home. Please leave me a like, share, and subscribe. You guys are a blessing to me. My players are a blessing to me. I know they like to fall out, but that's not their fault. It's actually really late here right now. It's like 2:36 in the morning. So we've been pushing it, and we started at 7:30. So this was an exceptionally long session. They get away from you sometimes. With that said, though, I really appreciate everybody, and come back and see us. We're the old school gamers, and y'all come back now, you hear?